Before starting, let us know about megaprojects and why do they fail. So, megaprojects are projects that cost $1 billion or more and take a long time to develop and build. It can take several years to build and are large-scale, complex venture. In short, they involve multiple public and private stakeholders, which are transformational and impact millions of people's lives. For example, high-speed rail lines, airports, seaports, the Olympics, high-energy particle accelerators, logistics for large supply chains, etc. Megaprojects are not just large, but they also are constantly growing larger and larger in a long historical trend. The big reasons for them to fail are a lack of decision-making behavior, strategy, governance and procurement, risk and uncertainty, leadership and capable teams, stakeholder engagement and management, and the last, supply chain integration and coordination together are the factors megaprojects fail. So if someone is planning a project or a megaproject, they have to keep these basics in there. Though it should be given priority, some do not do that and start a megaproject without any of the factors in favor, which later on leads to failure, as you know. Now, getting on to the topic, I'm going to talk about the projects that failed or are on the verge to fail in Dubai due to a lack of the aforementioned reasons. The first one is the Dubai Creek Tower, which is located in the United Arab Emirates UAE and was said to be one of the world's largest man-made structures in the world, which will even compete with the Burj Khalifa. Isn't it amazing? The tower is being built in response to the construction of the Jeddah Tower in Saudi Arabia. The Jeddah Tower, which will be at least 1,000 meters high, is finished, which is trying to seal the title name of Burj Khalifa, the tallest building in the world. After hearing that news, the developer in Dubai got shocked and did not hold down their horses and decided to build a structure that would be even higher than the Jeddah Tower, about the height of 1,400 meters, though the actual height was never revealed as they don't want their rivals to know that and give them and a world a surprise. With a 360-degree view of the city and 10 different viewing platforms, in the future, the Dubai Creek Tower will be the tallest building in the world, surpassing the Jeddah Tower. In the year 2016, in October, Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum attended the groundbreaking for the tower, which began the tower's construction, with the planned opening being in 2025. In August 2017, to show the progress, a video was shown showing the construction so far and how much construction was released. In May 2018, B6 subsidiary 6 Construct completed the foundations or the base for the tower. On April 4, 2020, Imara Properties, developer of the tower and surrounding area, halted construction temporarily due to the COVID-19 pandemic. At that time, no construction activity occurred on the site of the tower for almost 2 years. Other than that, the main reason why the building would fail is that there were no prior attempts made to build a structure of this height before. The steel cables reaching the top of the tower would have to be over 1 kilometer long, and the length and weight of this cable net could pose immense technical difficulties. Perhaps a tower of this height is not yet possible with the materials and technologies available to us today, apart from the engineering difficulty. The Dynamic Tower is an 80-floor moving skyscraper which is 420 meters or 1,378 feet high, designed by architect David Fisher. Imagine being on a building that rotates on your command. Won't that be wonderful and amazing? So this amazing structure is almost similar to the Suite Vollard completed in 2001 in Brazil, as the floors were designed to rotate on their own, resulting in a changing shape of the tower. Each floor is designed to rotate a maximum of 6 meters, which is 20 feet per minute, or one full rotation in 180 minutes to be accurate. The tower was proposed as the world's first prefabricated skyscraper, with 40 factory-built modules for each floor. Fisher remarked that 90% of the tower could be built in a factory and shipped to the construction site, which is why it is called the world's first prefabricated skyscraper. Due to this, the entire building will be built quickly. It was also noted that the core of the tower will be built at the construction site. Fisher again remarked that the prefabricated portions would decrease the project's cost a lot, which can make the budget less and the number of workers required will be less, and that construction will take 30% less time than a normal skyscraper of the same size, which means it won't take too much time and money to build it, and it will be finished earlier. The majority of the workers would be in factories working under safer conditions that will decrease the deaths on construction sites. Kitchen and bathroom fixtures would be pre-installed. The core serves each floor with a special connection for clean water, a technology that is used to refuel airplanes in mid-flight. The power supply chain in the entire tower is very eco-friendly, as it is to be powered by wind turbines and solar panels. An ample amount of electricity should be produced to power 5 other similar-sized buildings in the vicinity. Between each of the rotating floors, the turbines will be located, as it is the ideal place for it. Fisher stated that these turbines could generate up to 1,200,000 kilowatt-hours of energy per year. The solar panels are to cover the roof and the top of each floor. In 2008, Fisher said that he expected the skyscraper to be completed in 2010. Then again, in 2009, Fisher said that construction would be delayed a bit and it will be complete in late 2011. Fisher did not say where the tower would be built because he wanted to keep it as an element of surprise. Fisher acknowledged that he is not well known and has never built a skyscraper before and has not practiced architecture regularly in decades. It was observed that by 2019, construction had not started, and there has been no official announcement of the building site. So the big problem why it is an impossible project is that David Fisher has never built a skyscraper before, and he has not practiced architecture regularly, which indeed stands as a problem. But let's hope that it becomes real one day. The World Islands, also said as Juzur al-Alam in Arabic, are an archipelago of small artificial islands constructed in the shape of a world map, which is why it is named the World Islands. It is located in the waters of the Persian Gulf, off the coast of Dubai, United Arab Emirates. The World Islands are composed mainly of sand dredged from Dubai's shallow coastal waters, and just like the Palm Island, the World Islands is one of several artificial island developments in Dubai. The project was originally conceived by Sheikh Mohammed Al Rashid Al Maktoum, the ruler of Dubai, and was later developed by Nakheel Properties. And guess which company was responsible for the construction? The construction was done by 2 Dutch joint venture specialist companies, Van Oord and Boskalis. Yes, it's the same company that also created the Palm Jumeirah. Well, the construction of the 300 islands began in 2003 before being halted due to the financial crisis of 2007 to 2008. Though 60% of the islands were sold to private contractors in 2008, development on most of the islands has not started. As of July 2012, Lebanon Island was developed and was the only island that had so far been developed commercially, being used for private corporate events and public parties. As of late 2013, only 2 of the islands had been developed. In January 2014, Kleindienst Group announced the launch of the Heart of Europe project. By February 2014, JK Properties, one of Kleindienst Group's brands, announced that the project was well underway. The first of these series of islands will be Europe, Sweden, and Germany, with development led by Kleindienst Group. In recent times, The Times Online reported in September 2009 that work on the World had been indeed suspended again due to the effects of the global financial crisis in Dubai. As a man of his ambition, Nakheel denied 2010 reports that the islands were sinking into the sea as wholly inaccurate. Despite the denial, the Daily Telegraph reported in January 2011 that Penguin Marine, an independent company, provided verification on the erosion of the islands and reported the silting of the passageways between the islands. Due to the finance and technical problems, which is a big issue for any mega project, Penguin Marine, the company contracted to provide transportation to the archipelago, is attempting to get out of the annual fees of $1.6 million paid to Nakheel Properties. Until early 2012, only one of the islands had been occupied by a building on it, which is a show home, and commercial or residential properties were not currently being constructed on any of the other islands, as it was just made. Due to the global economic crisis, the property prices in the Emirates had fallen 58% from their peak in the fourth quarter of 2008. The world economic recovery from the Great Recession has resulted in a rebound for the Dubai real estate market. It has been reported that residential prices in Dubai rose by 17.9% from August 2012 to 2013, while rents soared by 14.9% in the same period. Dubai Land is an entertainment complex being built in Dubai, United Arab Emirates, which is owned by Tatweer, which belongs to Dubai Holding. When announced in 2003, it was one of the most ambitious leisure developments ever proposed anywhere in the world, costing $64.3 billion, but development has been severely impacted by the global recession and Dubai's financial crisis. The development was put on hold in 2008 but resumed in mid-2013. Updates in 2013 show that $55 billion have been raised for the works. Dubai Land was announced on 23 August 2003. It'll have an area of 278 square kilometers, in other words, 107 square miles, and include 45 megaprojects and 200 sub-projects. To date, there are currently 22 projects under construction. Dubai Land is divided into 6 zones or worlds: attractions and experience world, sports and outdoor world, ecotourism world, themed leisure and vacation world, retail and entertainment world, and downtown. It'll be twice the size of Walt Disney World Resort, and it'll be the largest collection of theme parks in the world. However, no theme park in Dubai Land will surpass Disney's Animal Kingdom, located at Walt Disney World Resort, as the world's largest theme park. But many of the projects got cancelled, in total 17 to be exact, and virtually all of the staff and workforce were fired due to the 2007 to 2010 financial crisis, which gave a major loss to this mega project and can become a big fail if the financial crisis is not resolved very early. Let us hope that Dubai solves the crisis and completes its mega project and surprises the world again.